A very warm welcome to all the social engineers. Yes, I'm saying social engineers because we all are the one who not only are the part of society but also work towards developing good system, good laws and a better society for all. So I welcome you all, and today we have gathered over here to know what exactly will be the syllabus of our NET exam. So UGC NET Paper 2 Law will be discussed today. So here we say that every time when we come up to the part that is a syllabus is very vast, our syllabus is very lengthy, but we need to understand, let's divide it into different topics. Our UGC NET is more about these all 10 units which are again divided into 10 subjects. Each subject is most important one, and it is very necessary to deal with this prelim exam or any MCQ exam by covering each and every part of the syllabus. Yes, I'll again repeat this, that we have to cover each and every part of the syllabus. Now while covering it, we say that we read each and everything. हम बहुत सारा पढ़ के गए थे, बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ के गए थे, और क्या हुआ कि एग्ज़ाम में जो हमने नहीं पढ़ा था वो आया, या शायद से हमने जो पढ़ा था वो आया था, पर एग्जैक्ट आंसर क्या था वो नहीं याद आया। और सबसे पहली शुरुआत होती है दैट इज़ अ फियर. वी फियर टू दिस एग्ज़ाम एंड वी हैव दिस फियर दैट we might fail the exam or the result is very tough or this is one of the toughest exam. And I would say yes, it is the toughest one, but डर के आगे जीत है, we always say that. So here very first I would say that let's understand the syllabus precisely. In our crash course we will be providing you with number of facilities like notes, test series and solved previous year question papers. With this there will be also a system of preparing chart. So I say that every time whenever you are preparing any topic you must make a chart system to understand it thoroughly. हर बार जब आप इस चीज़ को बार बार देखेंगे तो आपको वो याद रह जाता है, तो इसीलिए चार्ट हमें बहुत अच्छी तरीके से कोई भी टॉपिक समझने में मदद करते हैं. ऑन अदर हैंड आई एम अगेन पुटिंग अप दिस पार्ट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू एंड टेलिंग यू स्टार्टिंग विद द jurisprudence. Our law is incomplete, or we can say mother of our law is jurisprudence. Yes, in the same way if I say constitution, the law of land, the constitution law of land is something which has given birth to administrative law again. Yes, and with this we come up to the part that is when any state is considered, we consider it individual, because law is for humans are not for law, and so the law which is prevailing over these humans to control the crime, law of crimes. Again coming up to the law of tort, Consumer Protection Act, commercial laws. Now again coming up to this part that is law of tort or consumer protection, commercial laws. Commercial law is something which is a very latest concept. Why latest concept? Because we see that there are number of contract, number of, we can say, sale of goods, and number of deals which are carried out daily. But then why commercial laws? Aren't there specific aspects? क्या commercial codes है अलग से? Commercial codes ज़्यादा आने चाहिए? ये क्या चीज़ है जिसकी वजह से कमर्शियल लॉज आज इतने ज़्यादा चर्चित है? इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द टर्नओवर्स व्हिच द कंपनीज आर टेकिंग प्लेस. जो टर्नओवर है और जो ज्यूरिसडिक्शन का पार्ट है, क्योंकि ज्यूरिसडिक्शन जब भी हम बात करते हैं हम देखते हैं कि डज दिस कोर्ट और इज दिस कोर्ट कैपेबल ऑफ ट्राइंग सच केसेस. सो हाई कोर्ट हैड अ मेजर वी कैन से मेजर रन थ्रू. बहुत सारे केसेस उनके पास आए थे which were related to the commercial laws, and then they decided that these rights should be again given back to each and every state. So we say that special courts or commercial court has to be formed, or at least commercial court powers are to be given to certain other courts like district session courts. Again we come to the part family law. Family law includes Hindu law, Muslim law, and again subdivision of some other parts or sub questioning regarding that. Then environment or human rights law. Yes, so as we all see that environment and human rights law is that public international law already considers certain parts of international human rights. So again we say human rights is to be repeated in the environmental law. What is the reason? Once we study the law of land, we need to understand that there are some other interactions with that land. है नहीं, हम भारत जो है आज बहुत सारी कंट्रीज़ के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, और इसी इंटरेक्शन की वजह से हम कन्वेंशंस फॉर्म करते हैं, कुछ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स फॉर्म करते हैं, और वही आज अगर हम देखेंगे तो इंटरनेशनल ह्यूमन राइट्स लॉ इज़ अगेन प्रिवेलिंग So what is the history behind it? What is exactly UN doing? ये यूनाइटेड नेशन क्यों फॉर्म हुआ, कैसे फॉर्म हुआ, क्या है उसके पीछे की वजह, वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या है, ये सारी बातें हम यहाँ पढ़ेंगे. और यहाँ जो ह्यूमन राइट्स का पार्ट हम पढ़ने वाला है वो बेसिकली टॉक्स अबाउट व्हाट आर द फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंसेस और व्हाई दिस ह्यूमन राइट्स आर टू बी सिक्योर्ड, why every state who is conforming to human rights, what they must have in them. Again, coming to this part that says IPR, ITET. I'll say this is one of the scoring subjects because these are technical subjects. You cannot assume these subjects. You have to understand it very well, and these can be understood only by giving a thorough reading to each and every aspect of those acts. Then, lastly, comparison, or we can say our comparison with the public law and system of government. So your comparison, whenever we go for the research work, there are two things we follow most probably. That is either we do the critical study or either we compare it. And other research aspects are also there, or other we can say systems are also there, but these are the two major ones. So comparing it, why comparing is necessary and what can comparing bring? It is not like comparing for a competition, but comparing will show us that are these law being regulated and what are the necessary things which has to be followed. So public law and system governance is also one of the easiest one. It is also a bit technical one. It is more provided or more taken birth from such conventions between the countries, and it is a sort of comparison between the major countries like UK, UN, USA. Okay, yes. So this is all our syllabus for UGC NET June 2024.